Hello and welcome to Think About It, where we have two primary goals. One, to get you to think about it, and two, to just make more sense than Joe Biden in front of an open microphone. I know it's August and most of us are concerned with working on our tans. We're not paying a whole lot of attention to what's happening in the world of politics. I just wanted to interrupt briefly your time of restoration and recreation with this little update. I heard the president speechifying about the dangers of runaway spending and deficits in Washington, D.C. Did you catch that? I heard the president speaking about the dangers of runaway spending and deficits in Washington, D.C. For Obama to lecture about the perils of overspending is kind of like Brett Favre conducting a symposium on the importance of firm commitment and decision-making. It's kind of like Nancy Pelosi attempting to muster every fiber of intellectual being she has to explain the screwing-in procedure for a light bulb. It's kind of like trying to tell us that the elimination of a tax cut isn't a tax increase. Obama speaking about the dangers of spending is a little bit like Joy Behar releasing a swimsuit calendar, or the First Lady taking a Wheel of Fortune grand prize trip while we're all supposed to sacrifice and tighten our belts. It's kind of like Tiger Woods conducting a marriage conference. Some of these things just don't make sense. Kind of like Obama telling us that the California gay marriage ruling is really a state matter, but the Arizona immigration law isn't. The question is, are you buying all of this? I really don't believe that there has ever been a time in U.S. history when elected officials have more blatantly lied directly to you while smiling, and doing so in mass numbers. It's almost as if they've entered some sort of a dangerous groupthink or a trance that has negated their ability to truly consider what it is they're doing across the board. We're living in kind of a crazy era where a large group of lefties seem to realize this is their Hail Mary shot, the last opportunity they're ever going to have at pulling off some really crazy stuff. Do you remember, I'm not a Star Wars expert or a Star Wars geek by any stretch, but do you remember the scene where Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi waves his hand in front of some of the guards and says, "The droids you are seeking are not here," while the droids are standing right there. And with the wave of his hand and whatever the mystical powers he's supposed to have, it works. The guards say, "Those droids are not here." Science fiction's kind of funny sometimes until it seems to have some tie-in or correlation to reality. Are you familiar with the phrase, the consent of the governed? Look that one up. Because everything that's going on that is currently imperiling our nation is being done with the consent of the governed. Or, when the governed don't consent, they're doing it anyway. So enjoy vacation. November's not that far away. And I believe the time for the governed to share their level of discontent is coming quickly. Think about it.